Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I was reading about the star. Talked about how the stars are the eyes of God. I think it's true, don't you?
It's been a while. Check this out. So, as many of you know, we haven't posted a video in a couple weeks. You know why? Because in Michigan, we don't have skies like that year round. So let's go to the mountains, finally. All right, let's try and slow down really quick and then let's launch it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Holy shit. Holy shit, this thing is ridiculous. Some loud little poppy bangs. Looks like I have a full tank. No full tank. Full tank? No full tank. Guy hit sport mode. Oh god, that is delicious. The only thing I can say is maybe a drawback is when you open the door, it kind of creaks. I mean, like, yeah, I know it's plastic all up. I wish this was a bit softer, but like, that's a little annoying. Damn, everything just pulls in today. I love California. Oh. Literally, as I'm speaking, look at this. Oh my god. I love it here. I'm so excited. Finally, Neptune's Net. I know, cheesy Fast and Furious location, but the food is actually damn good. Look at me. I got cloudy out of nowhere, but fuck. Look at that. Water, surfers. Oh god, California's fucking great. Shut up, Siri. There it is. Finally. Where to the center lane? In the canyons with Johan. What up? All right, we never really talked about the interior, right? So I went from daydreaming about driving this car, not having sat in one, to having it for a week and ripping around canyons. But yeah, let's talk about the interior. What things are good, what things are bad that I've noticed in the last 5 days that I've had it, yeah? The first thing, I guess from a usability standpoint, the screen, it doesn't show up that well on camera, but the angle of which the screen is at, you can see it's kind of tilted. It catches a lot of sunlight. So there's a large portion of the day where half of everything on the display is washed out, and you kind of have to, like, I mean, you can kind of see a little bit there, right? You have to use your hand to actually see it. So that kind of sucks. The wireless charger is cool. The wireless charger is cool. The problem is, if you look, there's not really anything that stops your phone from heating itself off to the side because you don't have this big piece here. And I know it's meant to be universal to hold different phone sizes, but it kind of doesn't work. And then if your phone isn't directly on this thing, if it slides a little bit, which will happen because this shit's fast as, then it stops charging. So it starts eating itself everywhere, over there, on the other side, and then it's not charging and it's useless, right? Grabbing it kind of sucks. You always have to kind of go around the shifter and pick it up, and there's not too much space for your hand, and it always comes out of an angle. It gets caught at this piece. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky. Oh, a Lucid. Oh. Well, that happened. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, back to the interior view. The interior, I love. I know it's a bunch of BMW parts, and it's a BMW motor. Is that really so bad? BMW parts with a Toyota warranty? I mean, I'm not complaining. And what else? So yeah, simple. There's dumb design stuff that doesn't make sense. So like you can see this line here. It's a little strange. It should just be clean. The door panel, I guess I should show you the other one. It's kind of random. Focused. Oh, there we go. The lower half, really nicely designed. You get up here, random circle, you have a point off of that door handle. There's no relation between the shapes. It doesn't relate to the end cap of the IP, which is instrument panel. And then this line, you have a really nice sharp line, and then it kind of like turns into that. So yeah, from an interior standpoint, I mean, the back of the paddles feel a little cheap and they're small. Thankfully they're coming out with the manual, but yeah, I mean, this is all pretty simple to use, basic BMW stuff. The interface kind of sucks, and I thank God it has wireless Apple CarPlay because it works pretty flawlessly. And what's great is it actually connects really quickly as soon as you get in the car. I'm not a fan of the steering wheel design. I feel like the horn pad is like a fat baby's head size. It's huge. And then there's no pass through at the bottom. Like, I wish they would have done something decorative or made it transparent. Hey! Yep, I love California. This is kind of weird. You can see that line for the defrost. There's a weird stripe there. And it kind of turns into a square at the end. And it looks like a nub. Yeah, I don't know, strange. Sorry, I ran out of memory. Ha! Subwoofer design looks like a cheap wheel that you find on your like local garbage can that you take out on Sundays for pickup. Other than that, interior is pretty flawless. I don't know how much memory I have left. I thought this cluster was going to bother me, but it's actually pretty good. Pretty simple to understand. I don't know if you can see it, but the heads-up display is there. It was a little distracting, but this is kind of how you change your music. You'll have a menu that pops up and you can toggle between things. So yeah, it's helpful for navigation and stuff. Simple to use. So I didn't film this, but got the coffee and ended up at the very top of a mountain. This car is ridiculous. I'm kind of speechless. I'm at the top of Mount Wilson in Pasadena, literally by the radio towers. I mean, I know, sorry, we'll get to the car in a second, but yeah, I'm very high up. Anyways, what an animal this thing is. It drives beautifully. It sounds amazing. I mean, I know the looks are debatable, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I know everyone's salty. It's got a BMW motor, but why is that a bad thing? I mean, BMWs drive pretty damn amazing. Where do I begin? It's very comfortable. Even with a stock exhaust, it sounds amazing. I'll probably put some sound clips. It's just hard to film on a mountain when you're by yourself. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this clip because I can't even figure out the words to say, but this is its natural habitat in the canyons, on roads, twisting, and it's fast as shit. This car is very, very easy to get in trouble with. I mean, I just love the details. I guess I don't know if this is gonna be a review or not, or I kind of don't want to even talk. I just want to show the car, but look how gorgeous that is. A lot of people complain about the visibility, but it's not so bad. Maybe that's because I'm coming from driving a Z, and you know, that's not the greatest, but it's not horrible. So it doesn't bother me so much. The vents, yes, they are fake. Honestly though, that's a quick fix. I'm sure there's aftermarket for it. A school bus in the mountains? Okay. You could also just get a Dremel, take them out, get another part. So, you know, it's not that big of an issue. I actually think this whole line on the front hood is amazing. On the concept, that was covered. Wow, a bug really died there. But I like it open. It looks good. I mean, proportionally is a beautiful car. It's fast as hell, and it does the job. There's so much sculpture on the side of this thing. Yes, I do wish this was real. It doesn't go anywhere. Toyota did make a concept one where they had to cut it out because the Mark IV, as you know, had like a small one at the bottom there, but it's cool. I'm not a fan of when people wrap this piece a different color than the car. I think that just looks weird. Factory wheels, not so bad. Obviously wheels, exhaust, you know, some bolt-ons is kind of the first things people do. Gas cap is pretty massive, just like the Z. So I guess, I mean, coming from a Z, this doesn't feel that different size-wise. It's relatively similar, so there's a lot of things that don't strike me as odd just because I'm already accustomed to it. But from an aesthetic standpoint, it's got built-in like side skirts and stuff with arrow pieces on it. I mean, look at how much that tucks in. I mean, that's crazy. Like I said, a lot of sculpture, a lot of subtlety in the reflections, and they got a clean horizon line all the way, you know, running through the core there. And it's nice that the parting line for the hood is right above it. What I do like about this is that the A-pillar tucks in underneath. If you look at the Z, it has a strange little jog, and that's why you can't really wrap that piece black on the Z because it just looks funky. But yeah, it's a gorgeous car. Obviously factory fitment. It needs some wider wheels. It needs to be lowered a bit. Oh, all right. I love the seats. The seats are actually very comfortable. Really plush. We talked about the interior, but yeah, honestly, and it's not bad. I'll put, you know, some sound clips of the exhaust. It pops and bangs like crazy, especially for a factory one. That's pretty insane. I do wish that the third light was a brake light and not a reverse light, but I get why they did that, because then you'll have one large piece that's red instead of having to accommodate for a white area. So it does look cleaner like this. Again, more fake vents, but that's all right. You know, there's a lot of sculpture in this, even on the B pillar. It's hard to see, but you can kind of see that character line in there that comes in and out. A lot of soul sculpture, that fillet on the surface here. Damn, that's loud. Even here, you can see how it goes from nothing and creates into that flat opening, comes all the way through and then disappears again. There's a lot of interesting design elements throughout the whole exterior, and the reflections are just gorgeous. I wonder how this design will hold up over time, but it's got a really unique identity and it can't really be mistaken for anything else. I'm not really sure what else to say. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, or, you know, just let me know what you think about it. Is it something that you're considering? Would you buy the new Z over this? Why or why not? Sorry we haven't posted a video in a long time. It's because Michigan doesn't have weather like this, like hardly ever. So thanks, see you later.